Shalom. Welcome to the They Were Roommates podcast.
I thought
I'm
you were
Carmen.
Russian.
Oh my God.
And I'm Justine.
That's it. That is the beginning of this podcast.
Yes.
It's the best we can do, frankly.
I am a hot mess.
Always.
And Carmen is a less hot of a mess.
Just because you're married does not mean I am less hot than you.
Okay. All right. I thought that was a better compliment because you're less of a mess, a less hot mess.
You could say that I'm hot and less of a mess.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
That
it's
works.
too late now.
Oh, it's too late. It's fine. That's our intro.
Then I'm insulted.
All right. So this is episode 1, which no one will ever listen to until we get to like episode 50, when people are like, I wonder where they began. And then they're gonna be like, wow.
Yeah. To our 4 close friends, hello. Thank you for watching another creative endeavor that we've taken on.
Which will probably, I hope it'll last.
Yeah. Well, I did. This podcast is a gift to Justine, her wedding gift. In fact,
God, I wasn't expecting this. Honestly, when I said let's make a podcast, I was like really hype on like, I have no idea what. I was just like in my car and being like, yeah, I should do this. It was like a shower thought, And then I texted you and I was like, we should make a podcast. And then you went for it. And I was like, oh, all right. Well, here we go.
That's
here we
true.
go.
I am very good at just taking joke ideas and making them happen.
Oh, God. All right. Well, today, I'm sorry. There's something in my throat that was like unnecessary.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, Justine. We had one chance. This is our one podcast. You blew it.
I'm sorry. You can cut that out, right? I mean, it's not worse than that sound you made when that candy heart went down your throat.
I once tried to catch a candy heart in my mouth, and Justine launched it directly into that little gag reflex.
Into the uvula.
It was pretty bad. I made a sound that I thought only like lizards could make.
All right, so today we are going to do some roommate tag questions and some just get to know us to get the ball rolling. And then we don't know what we have for our next podcast, so stay tuned. Anyways, so here we go. Here's the first roommate tag questions, as made popular by Casper Lee and Thatcher Jones and Joey Graceffa and his roommate. Yeah. It was so hard to find these questions because when I looked up things to ask your roommate, it was like questions you should ask a roommate before you move in with them.
We didn't have that chance. I don't think we even had an email.
We were not friends before we were roommates.
No.
Oh my God. We were not. We just randomly got selected.
It's kind of like that movie The Lottery, except for they just pick 3 people and shove them in a room built for 2.
I mean, there were 3 of us, but
yeah. But the occupancy was supposed to be 2 people.
Well, our first year dorm was pretty big, actually. I would say it was pretty big, but our apartment the next year, I feel like
that was pretty rough.
Had 2 people. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Anyways, no, we were not friends before we were roommates, but we tried really hard to be, and we sent each other really long text messages.
Oh God, we did.
Oh my God, that was so cringy.
But like the text messages that you would send like a doctor or like
somebody's
mom, because you don't really know the person.
Yeah, they were so freaking formal. I was like, oh my God. But anyway, okay, so next question. What was your first impression of each other?
Oh, Lord. I remember that you were super quiet. And I was like, oh, God, she's going to hate me.
Oh, I honestly cannot remember my first impression of you. Like, I was just like, you were just existing how you are in my mind. And that's always how you have been, I guess.
Yeah. I think our situation was a little bit unique because neither of us were freshmen and neither of us knew anybody else. So we basically, right from the get-go, had to be like, I'm going to eat all of my meals with you. I'm going to go to all of my classes with you.
Very true. Even though we were in completely different majors.
Yeah.
Who did the most amount of house chores?
It depends on the year, I feel.
I know it does depend on the year. I do remember that junior year, you had your spree of lovers, and so you
Oh
were
my God. I had one
always
lover. We met immediately.
junior year. I can
Yeah,
list
junior.
like 5 of them.
You can't, because Kyler and I started dating like a month after school started. You can't count the people who showed up at our apartment to give me cookies. Okay, that was different.
No, there was a Randy. There was a
Randy was a sophomore year before Welch. We were in
Was it?
we were in Alpha. Yeah, in Alpha I had many lovers.
Oh my God, that's
It's
true.
true.
Okay, I'm
But that's
getting
how
my
I know
years
how
all
many
smushed
years it's
together.
been since we lived in an apartment, because it's however many years Kyler and I have been dating.
Oh wow. No, but that year you were consistently out of the house and kept forgetting to wash your dishes, and me and the other roommate were like, where did you go? Please wash your dishes.
That's true. I was literally never there. And
It's
then
okay.
the next year, I was there even less, but to the point where I had no dishes because I didn't
It's
eat
true.
there at all.
It's true.
I would argue that freshman year I cleaned the most because I was horrifically sick
Oh
and
yeah.
had
And
to
you were
keep the
like
room super clean because
Lysoling everything.
yeah, Lysol wiped everything because I had like the worst flu I think anybody has ever gotten for about a month and a
Oh my
half.
God. You remember when I was like, take some Mucinex, and you were like, God damn it, Justine, I don't fucking care about your freaking. Sorry, I wasn't gonna be the potty mouth. You were like, don't freaking care about your freaking medications. And I was like, all right. And this was like day 3 of your sickness. And then by the end of like day 30 of your sickness, and you're like, well, I bought some Mucinex the other day and I feel so much better. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Well, I wasn't even sick at that point. My ears had completely clogged on account of the double ear infections and a sinus infection.
How do y'all get that? I mean, like,
I think what it was is I had like a cold, kind of, and then my dad came to visit, and I didn't want to bail on him because I knew he would buy me food and groceries. And also, he's my dad, and I love him, but like mostly the first one. And so we went for like a drive, and we went out through like the mountains that are, I guess, sort of like to the north of LA, like almost the Grapevine. And the like changing of the elevations just like destroyed whatever was left of the little lining keeping the mucus from the inside of my eardrum.
oh my God. Did you have ear infections a lot when you were younger?
I don't think I did actually. I think when I went off to college, I started getting them all the time.
That's insane.
It's
Usually
pretty
ear
rough.
infections, I don't know. I always get strep throat. That's what I get.
Ooh,
It's not
I
ear
would rather have
infections.
an ear infection. I'll take it.
I can't handle the ear infection. I can't deal with like not being able to hear anything. I hate hearing my own voice reverberate and throughout my skull.
It is pretty rough. I get them every time I fly now, which is great.
Oh,
Like,
amazing.
every time.
Maybe you should get that checked out.
You know, live fast, die young, hear nothing.
I can't. All right. Well, that's the motto. That's our bio. Live fast, die young, hear nothing. You can't hear this podcast.
You can't. It's just 45 minutes of silence.
Just silence. Nothing's happening.
God, that's so stupid.
Oh my God. Okay. Is there any habit that you know annoys your roommate?
Yes. As you are well aware,
You put a branch in my bed?
Okay, that wasn't a habit. I just did it
Okay.
once.
All right.
But
It might as well have been a
I
habit.
have a tendency when I get like stressed out or like have things going on in my life that like I don't want to talk about or confront, it just manifests in me being like super fucking grumpy. And that's all well and good when you don't have to like live with someone and like share a literal bedroom with them.
It's very true. I was still also very sheltered at that time, and so I was like, "What's happening? What's happening?" And I was like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." I was literally terrified sometimes. I was like, oh my God, what's
I
happening?
do have pretty bad resting bitch face, but also like I also am very aware that I will snap and like not realize that what I said sounded horrendous.
Oh yeah. Well, it's okay. I grew skin. It's okay. I don't know I think I always left your drawers open when I asked to borrow something. I think that would have been, I don't know what else.
I think so. I think the only thing that ever like I remember ever being like actively kind of annoyed about is like when you first started dating Joey,
Oh yeah.
you guys would watch movies until like 4 a.m.
That's
Like,
true. That's
I'd
true.
be like, "Can you please go in the hall?" Because you'd like talk to each other while you were watching them. So I'd be trying
Yeah.
to sleep, and you guys would be like seductively whispering to each other.
Well, we wouldn't have been seductively whispering to each other if I could speak at a normal volume. But that was, oh yeah, I can't believe we've come so far. Honestly, people are like, if I had, if I could marry you and like, if I had to like do it all over again, I'm like, no, 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 no. I'm fine with just staying married. Like, I don't want to go back. It's fine. I'm glad that we are where we are now, but I wouldn't go back. It was so
You
hard.
wouldn't?
So hard. Oh my God. It
What
was
was
so
hard?
hard. It
Not
was so
touching a
hard.
dick?
Oh, shh. This I can't. Okay. No, it was so hard because it was like my first relationship, and it was it was not how I thought a first relationship would go.
Yeah.
Like, it was like spending most of the time on the computer and not actually being able to spend time with the person.
That's
So
true. And
that was,
also, Joey is a lot like me in that he is a very like particular person.
oh yeah.
So firsthand, I know those are not the easiest people to date, especially when they're the first person you've ever dated.
Oh yeah. It was pretty wild, but I think I was like, oh my God. But I think having you and him around, I was like, this is probably just normal. I probably was just like, this is normal. It's fine.
Like this is
But
how people are.
I know, but he straightened up because after a while I would be like, okay, this is not a normal thing. And he would be like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not a normal thing. I'm being a
That's
jerk.
true.
But anyway, he always came around.
Yes,
Anyways.
he's great. Very happy you're married. Love you both.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Don't tell Joey I said that though. Tell him I hate him.
Oh, well, he's gonna listen to the podcast, so.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Sorry about the dick thing, Joey.
Yeah, but not that joke. I never mind. We're not talking about my relationship right now. We are talking about our roommate ship. Anyways. Yeah, so the habit that I think I did that annoyed you was probably just the drawers things, because that's the only thing I remember you massively scolding me about.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think that's it. Justine is a really great roommate because she kind of just wants to like exist near people.
Yeah, it's true.
Like you don't really do anything like bad or negative. Except for now you have the whole like keto diet thing, which would have been pretty hard because I did beg you for food constantly.
Oh, that was fine. I'm Filipino. I'm used to it. But like,
that's true.
Now I would have been like, here, take my carbs. But now I'm like, now I've kind of given up on keto and I'm like slowly getting back into carbs, but I don't want to like fully immerse myself in carbs because I don't want to gain that weight back.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, I'm starting my karate class tonight. So, holla. Karate. Unagi. Anyways, I just watched that episode again.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So, who is the noisy roommate?
Oh my God.
I think it was both of us.
It was both of us. You can ask anybody who lived on the same floor as us and probably also the floor above
Yes.
during our first year. We would just scream at each other and we thought nobody could hear us. And then somebody like made a comment about how they're like, oh yeah,
They
we
just
can
do
hear
that.
you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. They were like, yeah, you scream. We hear you. And I'm like, why didn't you ever say anything?
Oh, okay.
We were definitely the loudest ones because there was a time when we were like screaming at each other and Dama like fell asleep for like 2 hours and then just like woke up in the middle of us screaming at each other. And we were like, oh my God, do you remember that?
Yeah. Yes.
She like got up and she's like, hey guys. And I was like, oh my God, you've been here the whole time? She's like, yeah. had my headphones in, so it's fine. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, we came back from we went to a Christian college, so we came back from I think it was like Singspo or one of the chapels that was
Oh
at
yeah.
night,
Oh my God,
which were
yes.
required, and I never did them, so I always just paid like $270 and just didn't do any of them.
That's so true. Oh my God. Do you remember that one gospel? Was it gospel or jazz? Sing spell? And you were like, I can't clap on beat, so I would purposely clap off beat
It
to
was
throw you
gospel.
off. To throw you off. And you just stood there, like you were like doing fine for a little bit, and then there was a point in time where your like hands like went into clap, but you never actually clapped, and then like that stutter made you like clap like off beat, and it was the funniest. I think that was like so funny. I
I
can't.
do remember that.
I have never relived that moment because I wanted to do it to you more, but we never attended another gospel sing spell.
Oh God, yeah. I can do a lot of things, but like clapping on beat just fucks me up for some reason.
Oh yeah, it's because you're white.
It's because I'm white.
Anyways,
You know what? That's true. You've seen me try to dance at your wedding too.
oh, but you were like drunk, so I was like, "Hey, she getting it." I thought that was just drunk Carmen.
That's me all the time. That's probably better than I dance sober. I was also very drunk at your wedding. It
You
was a
were
good
very
time.
drunk. It was so hard to tell actually who was drunk because everyone was just so giddy.
Everybody was really drunk. I bullied a lot of your Christian school friends into taking AMFs, which is
Oh my
a
God.
adios motherfucker.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Who did you bully into taking an AMF? Anissa?
Nick, about 3.
Oh, just Nick though.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Nick wouldn't finish his. He'd pass it off to anybody else who was at that table with him.
Oh yeah. He like changed his ways. He used to be able to down like a whole bottle of whiskey and be fine, and then he started to go back to church. And now he doesn't. Anyways, who is the messy roommate?
Oh, I think both of us in our own ways.
Oh yeah.
Like from like externally, my side of the room always looked like pretty clean, for the most part. But definitely if you like opened my side of the closet or like anything with food or dishes, I just sort of like throw stuff around. And it's definitely like that now too. Like my house is spotless right now, but there are dishes like literally piled up in the sink.
Oh, same though. But I mean, yeah. Anyways, if there was anything you could throw out of the house that belonged to the other person, what would it have been? We never brought in like a whole ton of decorations or anything.
We did not decorate. You did have like a garland of flowers or something that I think I made fun of.
You did, but like I don't know if you hated it.
I wouldn't throw it out. You just were like, yeah, a bunch of baby spiders fell out of these last year.
Oh yeah, well that's also why I wouldn't touch them because I was like, oh my God,
it's pretty rough.
Don't want to deal with spiders.
I think for you, there was definitely a time where I took over the living room with all of my snowboarding shit.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, like I wouldn't. I mean, your snowboard could have been easily. Yeah, there was like no reason to not have it there.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think because we were in college, like at least my dad's guide to me was while I was in college and moving around from place to place to like never own more that I could fit in my 2-door Honda Civic.
Oh, well, there you go.
So we didn't really have. Yeah.
I think the one thing was you brought home a cinnamon broom and you were like, it smells so good. But for some reason, it smelled like sneeze to me. And everybody was like, oh, it smells like Christmas. And I was like, it smells like somebody just.
You hate it.
So I guess that's the one thing I would have thrown away. I mean, I don't know why. Maybe it's just a genetic thing. Because like, I like the smell of like cinnamon drinks. But like the cinnamon broom, I was expecting it to smell good too. And then when you put it up there, I was like, what is that? Why is that?
I do remember that. I remember buying it and like texting you being like, oh my God, I'm at Trader Joe's. I just bought the best thing for the house. And then you like walked in from class and you're like, why does it smell weird in here?
Oh yeah. I was just like, oh my God. But I did take it down after a little while because there was like a whole 2 weeks you like didn't exist in the house. So I was like, she's not going to notice.
I did notice. I would just come home like very, very early in the morning and like get ready and go to my Russian class. And then.
Oh, that's true. You had a Russian class. Wow.
I would go to like work and then I'd just come home and like go to bed.
I can still feel the dorm bed against my side as I snuggled in for the night, thinking about it. My God.
There's something really cozy about dorm beds. Like I know that they're small and the mattresses are awful, but like you're
Yeah.
nudged in a little corner.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
It was.
Yes. Oh, have you ever walked in on the other person at the wrong time?
I feel like maybe in the first apartment I walked in on you in the bathroom, I think. I did walk in once.
I think yes. I remember that.
I think I just remember you being like, "Wah!"
That was such a vague memory though. I don't know. I think I was like sitting. Oh yes, I was on the toilet and you like walked
Yeah,
in.
you
And I
were
was
trying
like,
to
oh my
poop.
God. I was like, oh my God, why would you? The door was closed and you were like,
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
true.
locked.
It's like it's not locked.
Oh.
I do also remember I went somewhere. I think I was hanging out with like Sydney or somebody, but you had two friends from APU visiting us.
Oh
And
yes.
I like just walked in the door and you guys were full on like dancing and singing, like
Oh yes.
recording like a show
We
choir.
still have that video.
I was like, oh my God, I was not expecting
It's
this.
on YouTube somewhere. Yes. But yes, you see your like awkward like duck out of the shot that didn't really duck out of the shot.
It's true because I came in to like grab something and then I was like, oh fuck, there's no way for me to get around this.
All right. Yes. The next one is, do you both sit around naked? But no, we've never done that.
We don't. The only nudity that I think ever happened was one time I accidentally flashed Justine.
Oh yeah, you were like trying to show off your bra, but then your bra like literally exploded as you lifted up your shirt, and I was like,
did.
whoa, okay.
Just you made some comment about how you'll be like, I'll be surprised if you even put a bra on today or something because I got up super late, and I was like,
so
joke's on you, I have one on now, and like pulled my shirt up,
lifted up your shirt.
The problem was it was like a 4-year-old bra, so the clasps didn't really work that well.
I can't. That was so scarring.
It was traumatic.
It was. Oh, which one of you gets easily frightened?
Justine.
I think me, but we definitely had a whole fright fest month.
We did. I did make Justine play Slender, which was mostly like me playing Slender and you sitting next to me.
And slapping your arm, being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, where's the sheets?
Yeah, just physically assaulting me.
Yes. It was so wild. I definitely also got scared by that person in the mask outside our window, and no one has ever believed me.
That was really fucking weird. I do remember that.
And then you were just like, you need to relax. And I was like, honestly, and you were like, it was nothing. And I was like, no, there was definitely someone standing out there playing music to like taunt, to entice someone to check what it was. And then it was just
it was definitely a little bit murdery.
It was very murdery, but it was terrifying.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, one of these questions is, have you ever pulled a prank on your roommate? And yes.
That's probably going to be a whole podcast episode.
Oh yeah,
we've played many
roommate pranks. Oh yeah, I mean, they kind of settled down after we left the dorms. When we moved into an apartment, we both kind of like were like, eh.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't really, because there wasn't as many places to hide, I feel.
In an apartment, that's true. But we also got like busier and more like.
Yeah, that's true. I also went from working no jobs to like 2 full-time jobs.
That's very true. And so by the time you were home, you weren't really in the mood to be scared.
No, I'm pretty sure I did nothing but watch like Gilmore Girl reruns and eat like a lot of mac and cheese.
Oh my God, do you remember when you were super sick and you were watching Les Mis?
Yes,
I was like,
oh my God.
Hey Carmen, what are you watching? You're like, Les Mis. It's just like, would you say that you're Les Miserable? The Snapchat just cuts off right there as you turn to look at me with a death glare, and the pinnacle of my humor lies right there.
I can't. I was so so sick, and I didn't even have any comfort food. The only food that I had was a can of green beans.
Oh yes, you
So
were
I was
eating
eating green beans by themselves. Like, maybe I can distract myself with this wonderful production. You just come on out and punk me when I'm at my lowest.
The best. That was the funny. I wish. Where is that Snapchat?
I do have it. I have it.
Oh my god. Who takes the longest to get ready?
Oh my god, I feel like you.
Well, it's the longest to get ready for bed. Like, I definitely take super long to get ready for bed, but I don't know about the mornings. It varies depending on what I need to do, I guess.
Yeah, maybe for mornings, I'd say we're probably about tied because we both just sort of like, wash our face, brush our teeth.
Yeah, and then like run out the door.
Yeah, like contacts, maybe makeup, run out. But if it's any sort of like getting ready process, like from showering to like
going out, yeah, definitely me.
It's you because there's an overnight involved. You have to shower at night.
Oh yeah.
So there's a whole like 8 to 10 hour sleeping period included in yours.
That's true. All right. What? Have you ever had to lie to your roommate about their outfit and said it looked good even though it didn't? I feel like we were pretty honest with each other.
We were pretty honest with each other.
I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the semester I said, like, look, I was homeschooled and I don't know fashion, so if you could help me out, that'd be great.
You did give me a disclaimer, that's true.
Oh, yeah. So I feel like, and I don't think I've ever lied to you about your outfit.
No, to be fair, I think I have worn pretty much exclusively yoga pants and
yes,
like tank tops for most of forever.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So this is the last one from this, and then we'll play the roommate game, I guess, if the questions were not already answered on our podcast. So, what is the dumbest thing that you have done together?
Oh,
I would have to say it was rear-ending that lady.
Oh my god, put me on blast. I think that was the dumbest thing that I did while I had you in my vehicle.
I guess, but I don't know if we did any dumb things together.
We didn't do a lot of like that was stupid dumb things, but just our sense of humor and like the way we chose to spend our time was dumb.
It was literally, we wasted so much time doing I have no idea what.
Absolutely nothing. I would say probably the biggest, most stupid time waster we ever did was those what were they, Dub Smash videos?
Oh my god.
Like Musically before Musically was a thing.
Yes. Dub Smash was great, but like Musically, I don't understand. Musically, I hate Musically. And so many like Musically knockoffs are coming out right now, like that are exactly the same. Like, what's the difference between Musically and TikTok?
I believe that TikTok now owns Musically. So they're the same. But TikTok was the Chinese competitor, and then they bought Musically. So now all the Musically accounts are TikTok accounts. I did a deep dive. I was very confused.
So either one, Musically, TikTok, I hate them all. Can't deal with them. Don't know why it exists. It just makes like really useless people famous, and we don't need any more negativity in the world like this.
Oof. Did you know that there's a very large furry community on TikTok? And it makes me very uncomfortable.
Oh my god. Oh, speaking of furries. Well, I was looking up roommate questions, and then on the other side, it was like in like a little menu, it had here like furry questions. Like furry questions tag. And I was furry friend tag questions. Get to know. There it is. And I haven't clicked on it because I'm afraid that it's actual furries.
Don't.
Like furry friend as in your pet.
Like what you should get to know about a dog before you adopt them. It's going to be something weird. Like, I don't even know what question you would ask a furry other than, are you okay?
Are you okay? Somebody get them professional help right now.
It's just weird, man. I'm totally fine with people making their own life decisions and doing what they want to do. But like for some reason, furries just weird me the fuck out.
Dude, no. I mean, like furries, what? I would be super weird. Have you seen that video of the kid who's like on all levels except physical? I am a wolf. And then he's like barking at the ocean, like,
yeah, I have seen that video.
I can't handle that.
Have you seen the video of the kid who thinks he's a Super Saiyan?
Which
It's
one
like
was
a
it?
5-minute video of this kid making like a motivational speech and then just screaming in his bedroom like they do on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my God.
And he like rips off his shirt and is just like screaming and screaming and screaming. And at the very end, he like just like tilts his head down and like looks up at the camera with that like weird creepy horror look, and he just goes like, "My name is Jaden and I am a Super Saiyan."
Oh my God. I have no words.
It's really good. I'll send it to you.
Oh my God.
I'll ping it to you.
Oh, ping. That's a new one.
It's business talk for I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, because it goes ping.
Yeah, that's 100% why. We don't come up with a lot of high-tech lingo at Facebook.
That's okay. We don't come up with any high-tech lingo at my job either.
That's true.
But I do teach special needs kids. So
Let's tackle regular lingo first, and then we can get
to some slang. All right. Okay. So here's some questions. What was your roommate's favorite movie? I feel like you watched Les Mis a lot.
I watched Les Mis literally once.
There was a movie you had on repeat, and I can't remember what it was.
Me either.
But it was freshman year, and I thought it was Les Mis because you talked about Les Mis like incessantly.
I just quoted it a little bit. I get that "Can You Hear the People Sing" song stuck in my head a lot.
That's true. Yeah, but okay. There were like a lot of movies. I guess you just watched whatever came on.
I did spend a lot of time watching movies.
Yeah, you did. There was that period of time. I don't know. I don't know what your favorite movie. I mean, I would still say it's Les Mis just because.
Yeah, I do like Les Mis. I would not call it my favorite. I think when it comes to like all-time favorite movies, there's like Grease, Ghostbusters, and then I like very thoroughly enjoy The Omen.
Man, how come I didn't guess Grease? I literally told one of Joey's old roommates that you liked Grease, and he was like, "I like Grease," and then he instantly Facebook messaged you.
Yeah, he did. It was rough.
Oh my God.
Forgot about that. That was back when I was young and attractive and all of Joey's friends thought I was cute.
Oh, that's true. And I yelled at them to not fall in love with you because you already had like 6 other suitors at the time. Okay. And I was like, I can't handle anymore.
I think we should just add some context to that. Justine did not yell at them. Justine, in a room full of people having their own conversations, saw that one of Joey's roommates, Nick, had said one word to me, and she slams her fists into the table, and everybody goes dead silent, and then she just points at Nick and yells, "Don't fall in love with my roommate."
Which he did, but that's beside the point. Okay, so what was my favorite movie?
Man, you talked about Peter Pan so much I thought I was gonna die.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if that message had gotten across freshman year. I was like, I wonder if she'll say Peter Pan, because I kind of stopped talking about it after freshman. After I call it freshman, but it was really our sophomore year, our first year. In
year one.
In year one, yeah. But yes, it was. I guess it was Peter Pan. Right now, it's not Peter Pan, but
what is it now?
I don't have one right now. Twilight?
It's hard to pick. Oh my God.
All of them. Just all of them in succession.
They do get better as they go on. I will admit that like by the third one, I'm fully invested.
Oh, I started with the third one. I guess third and fourth were my favorites. The first and the second, the second one I could live without. I could live without the book as well. Like that book was like completely useless. It just really just set up something that could have been set up in like one chapter of a different book.
It was kind of just like a temper tantrum, like stretched out over a full-length novel.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay, you walk into the room and your roommate is singing. What song is she singing? Wah.
Oh my God, currently or
Or back then. I don't know. I feel like it's been hard.
The last song that I heard you sing was 5 minutes before you were supposed to walk down the aisle. And I think you just got really stressed out. So you and your sister just started screaming Someone to Love by Queen.
Oh, yes.
And then other people kept coming in the room and joining at different harmonies.
That's very true. That is kind of a song that I just randomly sing. So I accept.
You do. Yeah. You had a Mamma Mia phase.
Yes. Maybe it's not fully gone yet. The song you would be singing, whatever song that lame is. You did
true.
say it. You actually you did just say this earlier, but that Les Mis song that always gets stuck in your head.
It's difficult because I'm not a very vocal singer. I think one time we tried to do a piano cover and I was like, I can't, there's people in this building. I can't do it.
Oh, did we try? I don't even remember that.
We did. I think I have a video of me being like, oh my God, this is awful.
Oh, and then we just kind of left.
Yeah.
All right. So what was your roommate's favorite genre of music? I think, yours was definitely, it switched because you listened to a lot of pre-migraine music, which was like the heavy metal and screamo and death bands. And I wanted to die when I listened to it, but I'm like, she has a migraine. It's fine.
Just for reference, Justine is talking about Fall Out Boy and Rise Against, which are neither metal nor screamo.
I thought they were.
I wasn't about to make you, my homeschooled roommate, listen to Dance Gavin Dance or Mudvayne.
I wasn't sure. It was the closest to screamo. It was the closest to screamo that I have heard. So
I just remember one time you described it as screamo, and I had to stop the car. It was like Justine.
Yes.
That's true. I would say that genre is my favorite.
Okay. Is that what genre is that? Indie?
No, but I do listen to a lot of indie music. I think actually at one point during during year one, Joey had made a playlist and we realized we had pretty similar taste in music.
Oh yeah. Because you listened to all the emo punk bands that he did.
Yeah. That playlist was more indie, but I guess I do like emo punk music a lot. Right. New core, if you know what that is, it's just new death metal.
No, don't know anything
I didn't think you'd be familiar.
Don't know anything about new music either because I don't listen to the radio anymore. I just listen to whatever's on my phone. And then so when I turn on the radio, I'm like, everything is new. That's and then true. I hate it and I turn it off.
Well, I feel like even regular pop music was never your thing. You were a solid acoustic cover of anything person.
Oh yeah, that's so true. I thought you were gonna say Owl City, but yeah, I did listen to that girl who did acoustic covers of a lot of things.
Yeah,
that was my thing that year.
All right, you'd be listening to some Nirvana song, and I'd be like, "Oh my God, Nirvana!" And you'd be like, "I don't." This lady just has a violin and sings. I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yes, that's exactly how it went. If your roommate was a 90s cartoon character, which one would she be? We can do 90s, early 2000s, because I don't know many 90s.
This is hard because I didn't have cable.
You would be freaking Sailor Mars.
Oh my God, I've never seen that.
Oh my God.
I've never seen Sailor Moon. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. But her attitude was exactly like yours. Freshman year, she was get stuff done, and then she was also always upset at the main character.
Oh my God, I was upset with anybody who breathed around me.
Oh yeah. So that's why I was like, she slapped Sailor Moon at one point, but they edited that out in the American version, and I was like, that's definitely something Carmen would do.
Yeah, I probably would slap somebody. I could see that.
Yeah, you look nothing like Sailor Mars, but personality-wise.
Well, I think you would be like a bubblegum.
Oh, a who?
The Powerpuff Girl.
Bubblegum?
The blue one. Yeah.
You mean Bubbles?
That's the same thing. Honestly, same. I didn't have Cartoon Network, okay? I lived in the mountains and I played outside with sticks and rocks. If it wasn't on PBS, I didn't watch it. You're fucking bubblegum.
I didn't.
Spit it out, Justine. This is a podcast.
I wasn't able to watch those episodes or those things either because my parents thought everything was satanic.
Oh, that's true.
So I only know them from my neighbors talking about them and having pictures of them and things like that.
I feel like that's pretty good. Well, who do you think you would be? What's your
honestly
answer for yourself?
No. I can only think of Sailor Moon because Sailor Moon came out in 1993 and that's the only 90s cartoon I know, I guess.
I think I'm a solid Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab.
Oh my god. Very true. Very true. You are a Dee Dee.
Yeah, or the mean Powerpuff Girl.
Or Buttercup. But Dee Dee's not mean, is she? She's really ditzy.
She's ditzy and like kind of like sometimes like sarcastic, I think, if I remember. I also have not seen it in 20 years, so
I remember her being like disastrous.
Well,
well, you're not wrong.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits, my god. I don't know what other 90s. I like Danny Phantom was like 2003 and I don't fit into any character in Danny Phantom. I wish I could relate, but I don't. I don't know.
It's hard. It's hard to evaluate yourself sometimes.
That's very true. All right. So, the one thing, just kidding. Funniest moment as roommates.
Oh, this is hard.
Ooh.
There was a period of time where Justine and I spoke only in Vine references.
Oh my god, that's so true.
And I think we really had our like finest moment when you tagged me in something on Facebook and I just said, "You what?" And then it went like down and down and down and down, like so many replies just being like, "You what, mate?"
Oh, yes, you what, mate? And then it was like, "Don't you didgeridoo this?" And then it was like, "No, you didgeridoo don't." And
it was like, so bad that people on our floor started like following it.
I want to find that. I definitely, I don't know if this is real or not, but I definitely feel like you commented "you what" on something and I missed it, and then like a whole year later I commented back "you what" because it like came up on my feed. And I completely forgot about that until Joey aggressively went "what" at me and I went "you what?" And then I was like, "Whoa, I'm so sorry. I don't know where that came from."
Yeah, it's like deeply ingrained in us.
It's true. I think the funniest moment would honestly have to be the one night I touched the arch of your foot.
God, I knew it would be this.
That was a funny night, though. You were reading my fan fictions out loud. We were having a chill night. All three of us were talking. Us and our third roommate, and
just glaze over the fan fiction part.
I mean, it'll come up eventually. Yeah, it was so funny. Like you were like leisurely hanging your foot over. I had like dropped down off my loft to go to the bathroom, and your foot was there, so I went for it, and the reaction was so much better than I'd hoped. And every time I think of that moment, my like sides hurt because I remember how hard I was laughing.
I have very high arches, Justine. Nothing touches that part of my foot ever. Not even socks.
I'm aware. That's why I did it. Like, I was like, what would happen? I've never done it. It was
awful.
But I've never done it again. But
you've never had a chance to. I think I just wore socks the rest of the time we lived together.
Very true. Very true. All right. I think this one is the last one. The food they always got from the school cafe.
Ugh, you chose to not eat from the school cafe, but if there was like chicken and rice, you would make yourself a chicken and rice plate.
Yes, that's very true. But we also did Bagel Tuesday. Do you remember that?
We did. Bagel Tuesday was a jam.
And I was always like, "Oh my god, do you want a bagel?" And then I would always text you and be like, "Oh my god, they have bagels," or "Oh my god, they don't have bagels," or "Oh my god, it's Thursday and they have bagels." I feel like if we go really far back into our texts, we can find that.
We could. It's true.
There's too many.
Bagel Tuesday was pretty nice because they had it as the meal exchange, so we didn't have to pay for it.
That's true. Meal exchange. Ooh, man, what I wouldn't do for a meal exchange burrito right now.
Honestly, those bagel sandwiches like kind of killed it.
Yeah, they were really good.
good.
I liked it. It was great. Fantastic. Well, that's all the questions I have. I don't know if you had any questions.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
It's pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. It's fine. It's our first podcast. I really hope nobody hates me after this. We just exposed a lot
Why
of
would
people.
they hate? Who did you expose? Oh, you did expose Nick pretty bad. You probably should not send this to him.
Sorry, Nick. I love you.
Sorry.
Yes, but yeah, I skipped over a bunch of questions because a lot of them were like, have you had a bath together? And I was like,
Ew.
who does that?
Who wrote these questions?
I'm not sure. But I didn't know that was a thing. And I also would never. I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
I don't even like sitting in hot tubs with people.
There's no FOMO here.
No FOMO. Let's keep this a bath-free friendship.
A bath-free friendship. Oh my God.
You know what I just thought of? Why doesn't Lush sell bags that say "Make America Bathe Again"? It'd be good.
I guess. Is it instead of "Make America Great Again"?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've had worse ones, trust me. In my time working there, I saw some pretty bad ones.
Like what?
Like baths the way we like it.
Okay, I would appreciate that.
Oh my God. Well, then you should have bought a tote, Justine. They're only $2.99.
I didn't know. I don't go shopping. I also was saving up for a wedding. Anyways, what's our outro?
Oh God, do we have one? I do listen to a podcast where they ask their cat if they want a cookie, and the cat always meows. But
does it really?
It does. It's really cute. It's called My Favorite Murder, so I don't know if you'd like it because it is about murders. What can we do?
They were roommates.
That's pretty good.
That's it.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates.
Oh my God, they were roommates.
Oh, I hate us. I am cringing so hard. My God. I
could say, see you later, alligator. Catch you on the flip side, party people.
Oh, wait.
See you later, crocodile.
Do the alligator thing again.
See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
No, I'm done. That's not it. I hate it.
I'm pretty sure that's also copyrighted somewhere. I just choked on some Spanish. I don't know if you heard that, me gulping and like.
Oh God. You know what though? I changed my mind. That's the one habit that you couldn't control that I hated.
Oh.
Is that you are the loudest consumer of food and beverage that I have ever heard in my life.
Okay, I can't help it. My family are all just loud swallowers. My sister is too.
I know that you're a loud swallower. I'm sure Joey knows that you're a loud swallower, but I just couldn't. And it'd be the worst thing because I couldn't like say anything about it. I just have to sit there and like, yeah, exactly. I just have to sit there and like seethe over the fact that every time you'd walk and get your hydro flask, you'd be like, how do you make a gulp noise?
I don't know.
I hated that. That was pretty accurate.
I don't know.
And then it was the worst when I was like, yeah, like, just call me out if I'm being like kind of rude or something. Like the just noises of people like eating and swallowing. Like it's like an actual like psychological thing. Like it just makes me really like annoyed and angry. And so you were very conscious of it and tried to like swallow quietly, but it just translated to slower, so it was loud and lasted forever.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to not swallow loudly. I've been trying. Honestly, I can't. I don't know how to do it. We're done. That's it. That's our podcast, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.